What's the deal? It's your boy Tay, and we are back. Actually, I said back. Would that mean that we would did something and come back from something? I'm back, I should say. So, for those who were there for my other podcast and know me for my music and stuff, I'm thankful for you guys because I see in the streams that it reflects that you guys still tuned in with me, so I appreciate that. I had to take a break for a second from all that, and I know it was a couple of years and stuff, but it was to meet these honorable guys here, and to bring you, you feel me, something to bring you stuff like that. You feel me, to show you that we out here making major moves. But without further ado, welcome to the first episode. Again, my name is Tay. For those who don't know who I am, pretty much a little bit about me. I'm from Pittsburgh, Still City 412. Woo woo. You already know what to do. Um, I'm a producer, and I mean that in all sense, not just music, script writing, movies, all that. And for the most part, I just like to kick back with my boys, and we get into the anime convos, kick back, play the games, and just shoot the shit.
All right. My name's Legend, Cavelli the Legend. Um, Currently I'm in Chico, California, but I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What I'm trying to get into with this podcast, I want to put a lot of people onto like more anime and like, just a lot more games that's like a lot beyond people's norms. I want people to get out their comfort zone because it took me a while to like get past my comfort zone when it comes to anime and games. And let me tell you, that put me onto a lot of good heat out there. Free Run or like To Your Eternity, the new animes that are coming out and stuff like that. Just like I want to help people discover like what they weren't into before. Like find a new niche for yourself out there. Like because you never know what it might get and what you might put yourself into, and like it'll be a good ride for you. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass the spotlight over.
Alrighty. It's your boy, Black Aladdin. Um, Originally, I'm from Michigan. You know, the Lions. We almost took it. I'm proud. I'm proud of you boys. You did what you needed to. Uh, but what I really want to do for this podcast is just like Legend was saying. I want to expose people to more stuff. Avid gamer, love music. I'm just a high energetic dude. I look like I'm stoic. I am high energetic. I don't care what anybody says. I am the guy who will make you laugh when there's nothing to laugh about. My laugh is contagious. So if you hear me laugh, just know it was me. The reason why the joke was funnier than what it actually was. But uh, really, this podcast is just something I am really looking forward to because all four of these guys are hilarious in their own right, and we all are knowledgeable about any subject we're getting ready to talk about. So sit back, get ready for a crazy ride because it will be a crazy ride.
Hey, my name is Elements of Demon. The guy calling me Demon. From Arkansas originally. Now live in Green Bay. What I'm hoping to get from the podcast is one to see where it goes with the guys, and maybe to advocate mental health. But that's it for me.
All right, bet that. Now, before we get into the main topic, so since he says he's an advocate now, does that mean we have to be nicer to him in public?
Just a little
Honestly,
bit.
yeah, we're probably gonna have to be a
This
little
is just a
nicer.
tiny bit, like
Just a tiny bit, a
we're
smidget,
going to
just a
reel
smidget.
back some of the jokes just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You put a shield on yourself out there publicly. You lucky.
Yeah, boys and all. We gonna be nice and then like gonna have your back.
All right, but no. All right, so we're gonna get into the real meat of it. So today we wanted to give everybody kind of like opening on what we're really main into. We all pretty much said it already, whether it was video games or anime. So we kind of want to get those who may not understand the what we call the great shift. Everyone's like all of a suddenly into anime. You see it referenced in the movies and everything. Your kids might be talking about it and stuff like that. So we kind of want this first episode to be kind of like a beginner guide. We all kind of give off our first what we think anime is to us, and and some of our favorite personal favorites, and what makes anime so great, and maybe give you a little insight on why so many people are inspired by anime, or what some people perceive to just be cartoons. So just to start off with it, anime, simple enough. It's just Japanese cartoon. It's just an art style, pretty much. If it comes from over in Japan and it was created over there in a cartoon sense of style, that's anime. Now you're just gonna argue with me if y'all want and be like, no, it's more to that. But that's what it is to me. Just straight baseline. Just baseline. I feel like it's more inspirational. It's kind of like a what can I say? It's kind of like the Bible almost. That's what I tell people. Where it's like you got a group of people who look at a bunch of stories, and when I say a bunch of stories, I don't have no kind of like connotation behind it. I just literally mean just that in itself. Just like you have this book with stories in it, and people take a lot of life lessons and they learn a lot of good morality from it. That's pretty much the same sense of anime, and a lot of anime is rooted in like folklore and stuff like that. So to me, it's more all about like the inspiration of it more than it is like, oh man, I just like the cartoon because it was funny, or like, oh yeah, I like to watch dudes just duke it out with Rasengans and Shidoris and stuff like that. Like, I feel like to me, I just like more of the more deeper messages. I like when I can be like, oh, I ain't know about Orochi being a real person taking on Susanoo. I didn't know that was like an actual like
Yeah.
Asian folklore and stuff like that. So when you get deeper into it, like Tsukiyomi is a deity and stuff like that, you be like, oh, hold on, okay, get you to go down like a different rabbit hole.
Personally, what it means for me is like, I find it as like, a good outlet because it can put you in a mental space where like, it's a where it can be a good disconnect from reality, if you're going through like, trying time, like, mentally going through some things, like, it's sometimes like a nice little headspace to put yourself in. That's pretty healthy. Like, not to say like there are people that like, that kind of like, blend in that nonfiction with fiction. Not saying to do that, but just to like, just for for a good safe space, like, a happy place, if you will. It's that's what it's good for. Like, anime is one of those things that can help you through a lot of challenges, believe it or not, or like, even whether it's like, if you're having trouble at work or you at school, any kind of social problems you have going on, I feel like anime has have some kind of lesson in there to help you approach this kind of problem that you have in your everyday life. And and just like the beauty in that, like, and also like anime is very inspirational. It can inspire you for musical reasons, for to make your own anime, for to make a game, a book. It's just something that is very a transformative thing that I feel like it was really great to, for everybody to eventually experience. And I know once COVID hit, that's when a lot more people like became more like, privy to like wanting to watch more anime and stuff like that. So that like, and then I look at all the like look at TikTok, like all the people that suddenly like, grew to like high numbers of fame and like, and utilizing like, anime references or stuff like that because like, it's just that inspirational. You can find the most funniest like TikToks referencing something in anime because who doesn't love it, like that's what it means to me. It's just something to like really help through like everyday life and create something new.
For me, anime was a just another form of inspiration. For someone who writes like me, I write music and I, come up with reactions for TikTok, just some funny stuff that I can reference to, or a way that I can write music in a cadence of, a certain anime character, because each character has their own unique style. So it's like a way that I can like, all right, how would Vegeta write a song if he decided he wanted to write a song? Would it be a slow pace, uh, real heavy hitter, or do I want to do something like
It's the East Coast diss track right there. That's what that
you
is.
know, or do I want to do something like a super fast, character, and how would they write a song? And would it be like super fast like Hobson or somebody like that? So like I look at anime as an inspiration for, writing, or just when I'm like, yo, that man really makes me want to go to the gym now. For some weird reason, I want to go to the gym now. I just watched Asta go through his goddamn transformation from the scrawny dude to like now he's freaking The Rock. Excuse me? I gotta get to the gym again. Like, wait a minute.
That's like sorry to cut you off, but that's like how I feel about what's his name? Grizz from that garbage anime, cuz. Oh my goodness. What you mean he regular? He ain't no what you mean? Like, all right.
Yeah,
All right.
that's how I look at anime. It's like this crazy inspiration. It's like it bridges the gap between reality and fiction because and not in the way that like Legend was explaining. Some people take it to where they're like literally trying to act it out in real life. That's a different story for a different day. We can go in all day about that. I'm talking like bridging the gap of like mentally, like you can hit that mental switch and now you're a Vegeta in the gym. You can hit that mental switch, now you're Goku in the booth. You can hit that mental switch and you're like, now I'm super inspired to do what I need to do. And that's how I feel about anime.
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of been like always a bigger meaning. For me, it's more emotional based. Like I said, with the mental health, it's been like an escape for me. I done learned lessons from anime. I done experienced and saw so much stuff to help me escape from stuff I grew up with. Um, what's the best way to describe it? It's it's been a roller coaster, a fun roller coaster though. You know, you have animes like Naruto that taught me to from getting picked on to never give up. You got animes like Yu-Gi-Oh that teach you friendship can take you a long way. You get the right friends. Dragon Ball to push through your limits and keep training.
What is some of Ian's first anime?
I've been waiting for this one.
Yeah,
I've been
me
waiting for this.
too.
I
I've been
had this
waiting for
locked
this
in.
one.
All
I
right,
had this
Black.
already.
All right, then Black. We'll let you go first.
So it's gonna be two, which is crazy because how do you have two first animes? I'll explain. My first one is Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh my god, the best of the best intros. I don't care what anybody says. We can argue about this all day. That is the best intro. It's the dubbed version, not the subbed version. You have to listen to the dubbed version of Yu Yu Hakusho. But that anime to me is a classic. It's a classic. And then I had took a break from anime for a while, and then just out of nowhere decided because I forget if it was Instagram or TikTok was just starting up, and this anime was going crazy for no reason. I didn't even know about it. It's an old anime, but Tokyo Ghoul, my boy Legends got the shirt on. And Tokyo Ghoul, man, it got me back into anime. And when I say that was a dark, gritty anime that I never knew I would love, so those two became my first favorite animes. And we got the classic Dragon Balls and all of that. But really for me it's Yu Yu Hakusho and Tokyo Ghoul. I could go on about both of those for days, but both of those inspire me, especially Tokyo Ghoul, because that man came he oh,
Dang.
Ken, dude, like he went through just trying to be a normal dude to get a girlfriend to then turn around and lose his entire humanity. And I
Man,
was
I'm just gonna read a book.
trying to read the man was trying to educate himself and he got like like
He like
that.
that. Like he was so enamored in the fact that everything was going so smooth. He backed the female he's been checking out at the cafe. Lo didn't even realize she was leading him down the alley going to nowhere to the construction
Literally
site. She's like, "Yeah,
kill him.
I'm gonna eat you now,
Him.
huh?
No, wait. I thought I got a girlfriend. What do you mean? Yeah,
No,
that
stop.
one. Yeah, look, I would recommend both Yu Yu Hakusho and Tokyo Ghoul. Now, Tokyo Ghoul is not for the faint of heart. So if you don't like real graphical stuff, I steer away from that one. But I got some more recommendations. We'll get into that a little further.
Okay. My first anime, man, it goes way back to like I was 4 years old. Man, it was not a lot of heads might know this anime because like there's only one person in the chat, like he ain't here with us right now, but one anime that was my first and that really put me on in the anime, Big O. Not a lot of heads know about that. Big O is a mech anime, so it was based on where humanity lost its memories after like this big cataclysmic event, and where the rich people kind of retreated into like these like paradise domes, and poor people kind of lived outside the domes. And there was this guy named Roger the Negotiator, slickest motherfucker. Might as well have been Batman just without the bat suit. Honestly, at this point, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna show you what his bat suit was. So Big O, so like Roger, he was a negotiator. Like there was some type of trouble going on, or like something with criminals. He'd go ahead, like like a negotiator do, work out the kinks in the situation. And he had this special watch, and he'll just yell into it and say, "Big O, it's showtime!" Ill as shit. And at that moment, that's when this big ass black robot thought I was gonna say man, nah, robot, big black robot shoots out of the fucking ground and just like and he like either it's like catching him like in its palm, or like it's raising him in on its fist or whatnot. Epic entries every time. And he will just like go into this cockpit, it will say something on the screen about him being guilty, and he'll just go to town working like to either fight another mech, or like in this series they call the mechs mega deuces. So like a nice little niche to like kind of make it different from like other mechs, like giving them like actual name or term rather than just giant robot. And so lots of like things and adventures. It was a 24 episode anime. Like I feel like it wasn't enough. I needed another season of that. Very good. I would
needed more
heat. A lot of people to check that out. Also, second anime, just like Black, another anime, Bleach. This was the go-to right here. A lot of people should know about Bleach being like being as it's in the top 3. And if you haven't already, go ahead check it out.
My first anime, I've been waiting for this for a while, was Dragon Ball Z. I remember it so much because my brother-in-law introduced me to it. We called him John or Jonathan, and he had every single episode of Dragon Ball Z on VHS. And like every time I would come to my sister's house, we would sit. If we wasn't playing the game, we would sit and watch Dragon Ball, and that was like the best freaking time for some reason to me. And I just remember, I still remember like it happened yesterday. Like I know I used to bug the crap out of him. 'Cause I talk to him more than I talk to my sister. Uh, what else? I used to bug the crap out of him. I would call him, text him, blow his phone up. And this dude
He said,
introduced me
"Hey John,
to,
John, hey John, hey
yeah,
Did you see the episode? Did you?
John, can I
Hey
come over?
Did you? Did you see
I'm
him being
knocking on
Super
the door.
Saiyan?
I
Heathen,
see
which
my
John,
sister.
episode?
No, I'm knocking on the door. My sister in there trying to give me a hug. Move! I ain't here for you.
I want the anime.
I'm here for John. Where John at? And like yeah, like and Dragon Ball was, oh my god, there's so many points in Dragon Ball Z that's memorable as heck. Over 9,000. The first time he went Super Saiyan, him fighting Frieza in Super Saiyan, Cell, Boo, the Saiyan saga, the very first couple episodes or saga. Um, and I guess for me, my second anime technically would be Dragon Ball because I would have watched it first, but I didn't know about Dragon Ball until after I finished Dragon Ball Z. Like, I was kind of lost in the Saiyan saga a little bit because I didn't know that, about Dragon Ball.
See, I wouldn't even be mad at that because a lot of cats go, "Oh, how you gonna watch Dragon Ball Z and not watch Dragon Ball?" But truth be told, a lot of cats really seen or like really caught on to it when Dragon Ball Z hit. Like once you seen Goku going Super Saiyan and everything like that. And truth be told, like, and yeah, I feel like everybody who's probably born anywhere from like the 80s on later are gonna be like, "Oh, what you talking? Oh, you just don't know what you're talking about." Dragon Ball didn't really start picking up until Goku hit Super Saiyan. Like once he hit Super Saiyan, that's when everybody was like,
Oh,
What's
hoodie.
this? Yeah, what's this? Like we heard about this, but we ain't never seen it. This
yeah.
is something different.
Yeah.
Until you see the big Kamehameha blast or whatnot, nobody really wanted to like see all that. Like
The show don't get activated until Krillin dies.
Exactly. And it
Again.
always is a death
Again.
that makes it really actually
if you
get
didn't
active.
see on Dragon Ball, like he died before then too.
Yes.
Not catch a break.
Yeah, he never caught a break. And I guess Dragon Ball will be technically my second, even though I don't count it as my second. My second anime for me will also be another anime my brother-in-law introduced me was Yu-Gi-Oh! And come on, man, Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what else you can say about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Duel.
Yeah, I seen all of them. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. What is 5Ds? Zexal. What's the one after Zexal? I can't remember. It's
Dang.
with the pendulum.
Pendulums. Not numbers. God damn it. Shit.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Whichever
I
series.
don't know, and I should know because I play Yu-Gi-Oh till this day. I got a Yu-Gi-Oh license and everything. God dang it! I'm gonna get my shit revoked after this.
Yeah. Oh god, that's gonna bug me. But hey, I done seen all. I haven't seen like the two newest one, which is where they kind of change. They changed the rules a lot. Which is Rush, and I think the newest one is Go something.
Yeah, they changed the rules again. So yeah,
Oh
they changed the rules to Yu-Gi-Oh again. So you know how like there was a ban system to it.
yes,
So there's no more a ban list. And it's now a point system. So cards now cost a certain amount of points for you to add them to the deck. So the issue though with this is now that there are cards, there's like no ban list. A lot of cards haven't been updated like in text. So like now with some of the newer cards, people are using the old cards, but like you have to go by text. And like now in tournaments and stuff, like for the first tournament, the issue they had was they had to keep going to the refs because a lot of the old texts are like letting people do certain things where it's like not just TKO, but like what's the one card? I think it's called Last Turn, where
oh
it's
yeah,
like, yeah, the card Last Turn, where it's like you get to summon, you and your opponent gets to summon a monster, I think, from your graveyard, and then they battle it out, and whatever monster win, you win the game. But like if your opponent don't have nothing, like you get the card in the beginning and your opponent don't have a monster and you already got one and you milled it out, at the end of the battle, there ain't no monster to battle.
instant win.
You see what I'm
Dang.
saying? So
That's
like
crazy.
that's why like there's an issue where they're like trying to rework the rules, but yeah, they changed the rules again. I haven't played the official that new official format yet. I can't wait for me to get a chance to, but yeah, that's what's going on. It's kind of like wicketry for real, if we're being honest. I was
Yeah.
just talking to somebody about that not too long ago. But all right, with that being said, I want to thank everybody who stayed tuned, everybody who was watching, everybody who was here for the journey before we got to this point. And I'm just grateful that we have a great crew here and we are going to be very ecstatic and very dedicated to be bringing you guys content consistently. And, just to kick the shits, like I'm gonna keep saying over and over again, it's just pretty much to bring a positive vibe and everything. And hopefully some people learn things through this. Hopefully this help people get through certain things. And we would definitely like to hear from you guys. So if you haven't already, go check us out on TikTok. We also got a Facebook and YouTube. Definitely hit us up on our TikTok and Facebook. That's a way that you can directly talk to us, ask questions. Hopefully later on down the road, we'll have set up to where we can take live calls, but we just wanted to kind of do a soft little opening for right now. So with that being said, catch everybody. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Yeah.
See ya.
All right, end it, demon.